It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Here's your host, Abby Dyer.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is Monday, July 10th, and you are listening to the very first episode of Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Thank you for being here. I am meteorologist Abby Dyer, and it has been a while since I've been able to forecast for the Ozarks. So I am so excited to be back in this new way, launching this podcast. What you can expect every day, you're going to get what you need to know about the day ahead, any interesting or impactful thing that's coming up in the forecast later in your work week. And also, if there's something really cool happening across the country weather-wise, I'm going to throw that into this podcast. We'll talk about it. And every day we will end with some sort of trivia question. So we're going to have a little bit of fun too, while also covering the forecast. So again, thanks for listening, and we will dive right in. I get a really good forecast for the first day of the podcast, which I consider very lucky. July is oftentimes a little bit dicey with some of those afternoon storms. So today it's good news, and we have nice weather ahead. In fact, today is the pick day of the week in the forecast. So if you have to get something done outdoors, I would say go ahead and pick today. It's not going to be cool. 89 degrees is my high temperature forecast for the day. It'll be a hot one, and I have sunshine in the forecast, but it is going to be overall the nicest of the rest of the forecast. High pressure is in control of our weather pattern today. It means lots of sunshine, a light breeze. As I mentioned, it'll still be hot, 89, but that's almost right on par with where we normally are at this time in July. So very close to average. It's a rain-free day in the forecast, and I don't have many of those. I expect that we see a warming trend take place as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday, and heat index values are going to soar by the middle of the week. All that heat and humidity, it's going to lead to some thunderstorm chances for the second half of the work week, and a really unsettled weather pattern is in the forecast really Wednesday night, lasting maybe all the way through the weekend. So multiple opportunities for showers and thunderstorms are in the forecast as we head into late this work week. As we look at the surface map, what I'm seeing is high pressure in control. The frontal boundary, it's all the way down Louisiana, much of the southeast, the East Coast. They're the ones getting the unsettled weather as we kick off the new work week on this Monday. I expect that we're going to stay dry here in the Ozarks. Most of the Midwest is dry. The Rockies are dry. It's dry out on the West Coast. Really a pretty quiet day across most of the country. But we've been in this holding pattern over the weekend, much of last week, really two main storm systems that are fighting for control. There hasn't been much movement here. We've got high pressure back off to the southwest. That's the big ridge of high pressure that's been creating heat headlines. And then we've got this low pressure system up in the Hudson Bay that's been creating cooler than normal conditions for the northern portion of the country. Lots of cloud cover, lots of unsettled weather for them. Here in the Ozarks, we've been kind of in the middle. We've had these daily rain chances. We had some of those strong storms come through on Friday. And now what we're seeing as we head into the middle of the week is that ridge of high pressure kind of inch its way into the Ozarks a little bit more. So the ridge is going to win out in the Ozarks, at least for the first half of our work week. It will result in warmer temperatures for us and high humidity by Wednesday and Thursday. Heat index values are just going to be brutal. That's the headline for you. Heat index values 100 to 105, perhaps even pushing 110 in a few areas. That's for Wednesday and Thursday. So now this is not just normal summertime heat. I mean, now we've crossed the line into dangerous heat for the middle of the week. I expect we'll see some sort of heat headlines issued for the middle of the week. So look for that both Wednesday and Thursday. And it's another reason I say today's the day to get something done. If you have to get outdoors, pick the projects and get them done today, because it will be the coolest of the rest of the forecast. As we look at the pattern and we get closer to the end of the weekend, looking at the jet stream pattern, we start to see that big, powerful low pressure system win out a little bit. That's going to allow a cold front to slide down into our part of the country, create unsettled weather for us. I think, again, starting Wednesday night, we get these little waves of energy that move through. So not complete washouts through the second half of the forecast, but definitely periods of showers and thunderstorms that will be scattered in nature, but may be enough to give some folks a couple inches of rain through the end of the work week. I want to show you some of the rainfall totals here. We're talking, if you look day 4 through 5, we could see the eastern Ozarks get 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. That's mainly going to be east of Highway 65. There will be really heavy rain that's possible out of some of the storms. So that's going to be what to look for in the forecast for the second half of your work week. Today, 89 degrees, hot, sunny, south breeze. I don't expect any rain in the forecast today. I have the icon there dry on Tuesday and Wednesday too. I can't completely rule out one of those pop-up shower and thunderstorms that we oftentimes get in the summer. However, I think the better chances for rain exist for us for the second half of the week. Again, late Wednesday night into Thursday morning, another round on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday have the potential for rain too. That's as we get closer to the weekend, and it will all depend on where exactly the front sets up. So stay tuned for that. All right, it's time for the Wake Up Weather Brain Twister for the day. So this is the trivia question. I am not going to answer it today, but it's something to think about. Maybe bring it up with your coworkers, talk to your spouse about it. Here it is. It is ombraphobia is the extreme fear of what? Do you think it's rain, thunder, wind, or lightning? Have you ever heard that? Anybody know anybody or anybody have ombraphobia? If you think you know the answer, take a guess. You can do that over in the comment section on the Facebook video. Feel free to take your guess. I will have the answer for you early tomorrow morning, so you can get the answer on Tuesday. It's a fun little way to test your knowledge, sometimes weather related, sometimes random trivia. So we'll have some fun that way. But I sure appreciate you listening on the very first episode of the Wake Up Weather podcast. And if you want to stay tuned for up to the minute weather information all day long, make sure you go to aroundtheozarks.com. We will have you covered there. And I will talk to you on Tuesday morning. Have a fantastic day.